Hello, my name is Cody Henderson. I'm one of the league winners here. I have with me today a special guest, Chandler Rogers, Cal Golden Bears quarterback. First and foremost, Chandler, just want to say thank you very much for being here today, taking time out of your day to do this with me. But yeah, we can jump into it. So you just allow yourself to introduce yourself to Cal fans?
Yeah, first and foremost, I really appreciate you having me here, and I'm just really looking forward to this. And Cal Bears fans, I'm really looking forward to showing out for you guys and putting on for the University of California, Berkeley, and really looking forward to having a great season.
Yeah, so how did you get into football?
It kind of just really wanted to follow my dad's footsteps. My dad played at LSU from '93 to '96. And for the longest, he wouldn't want me to play football because just of how physical the game was. And he played linebacker, so he was in the trenches all the time. He would get hit every play. So he wanted me to play soccer first, and baseball, basketball, ran track, and football was my last sport I played. Just because when he came to football, he wanted to make sure it was something that I wanted to do because of how he grew up and how he felt about the game. He was like, "This isn't any like play." He would say, "It's not play. It's a grown man sport."
Yeah.
So,
So what age did you get into football?
um, I got into football when I was around like 7. Um,
7. Okay.
just started with flag, and then like 2 or 3 games later, I was in pads hitting. So I mean, it just came naturally. I started on the defensive side of the ball. I thought I was gonna be like the next Patrick Peterson or something. Like I remember I met Patrick Peterson. It was his last college game at the Cotton Bowl, and my dad's a former player for LSU, so we're able to get and meet players and get behind the scene access. And I walked up to him and I said, "I'm gonna be the next you." And like it's kind of coincidental because my first football number I ever wore was 7, and it was because of Patrick Peterson. And this year I'm wearing 7, so it's kind of coincidental.
Yeah, Patrick Peterson was a great player both in college and the NFL. Um, I know that you went to Lake Ridge High School over there in Texas, and I'm someone who's from the West Coast, so I'm not, used to how that high school football is down there in Texas. What was that like?
I mean, it's the best of the best. It's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
From facilities to the game atmosphere. I mean, I'm in Friday Night Lights playing in front of 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 fans in high school. I remember I played against DeSoto. It was a sold out game on a Thursday, and it was Vernon Newsom Stadium. It was past capacity. I believe it's around like 13,000. So it prepares you for the next level of college, and then with college prepares you to pros. So I'm used to playing at the top competition. So just stepping up and playing in a power conference really isn't anything that I'm worried about.
Yeah. And when you were playing in high school, was there like a certain play or a moment or maybe game where you were like, okay, I can do this. I can play at the next level?
There's 2 moments I would say. The first one is when I knew I was good. It was last game of the season. It was win or go home. When we get to playoffs, it came down to me, my high school in Waxahachie. At the time, they had Jalen Rieger and Kennedy Snell, 2 TCU commits at the time, and I had 7 touchdowns, and I was 14.
Wow.
And the second moment was against DeSoto, um, through a game winner, and coach let me call the play. I mean, if you really think about it, if I go back and think about it, I don't know why I threw this ball, but I just threw it. It was my receiver, Keelan. Keelan was really fast. I mean, he ran like a 10-4, 10-5, and 100. And it was a cover 2. And it was just a go ball. Like, safety way off the hash. Really not supposed to throw this. But at that moment, I'm like, it's one of those throws, like, it was just perfect. And then that was, at the time, my career high for passing yards, 435 against DeSoto. And they were like the number 7 team in the nation at the time. So like after that, and just knowing the tradition of DeSoto and how many great players they have gone through there, and at that time going through there now, it's just I knew I could really, really be dominant at the next level.
And what was that process like when you were in high school? Did you have a ton of scouts at your games? Were you receiving interest from multiple schools? How was that process?
Um, it would be scouts at every game. It would be coaches come to practice. I remember I had Indiana come to a walkthrough practice day of game and came to the game later on. Um, and just being able, like I said, playing against the best of the best, you're going to have a lot of people watching. You're going to have you're going to be on the microscope. And, recruitment for me was a little bit slow due to the fact that I was sharing time with Jason Bean, who's not playing for the Colts. It was we were just two good quarterbacks, and it was hard to just play one and not play the other because we were both really effective, and it worked out really well for us. And I received interest from, big schools. It was a point in time I talked to Alabama, I talked to LSU, I've talked to Baylor. It just really came down to my senior year when I was really, really dominant. They already had their commits, so at the time, my biggest offer was Southern Miss, so I took it and I ran with it.
Yeah, and you played at ULM, you played at North Texas University. Now you transfer to Cal. What was that like entering the transfer portal, and why did you ultimately end up choosing Cal?
Transfer portal was crazy this time going around. From the moment I officially entered, I receiving phone calls like 2 seconds later, notifications. My phone was blowing up left and right. It was about like 40 schools within like 12 hours.
Wow.
And why I chose Cal, one, because it's California, Berkeley. The education is number one institution in America. So getting the education from there is really important, and it holds a lot of weight. And the next thing I would say would be the relationships I already had with the coaches, just going through the recruitment process the year before. So I knew the kind of men I would be around, the people I would be around. I have really a lot of great resources on and off the field. And just I know the scheme I would come into, and I know my talents and the people coming back. They have a lot of returning production. It's a really great team to be on, and I'm happy that I'm here.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned to me that you're back home in Texas, but how have you been enjoying the Bay Area for the time that you've been there so far?
The Bay Area, it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
One thing I do appreciate is the weather at times. My first 4 months, it rained like almost every day. So, it was like, man, it's sunshine every day. I was like, nah, it's not sunshine every day. But during the summer, I really appreciate it because it wasn't 100 degrees like Texas.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite spot, I would say, is San Jose. Just a really great place to go relax and just go out and do stuff. So it's been fun.
Yeah. Have you been to any other like sports games out there for like maybe the San Francisco Giants or San Jose Sharks, anything like that? Golden State Warriors?
I tried to go to a Warriors game, couldn't go. I want to go to a Giants game. I like baseball and I want to go see their stadium, but I really haven't had the opportunity to go to see the professional games yet. But I'm going to.
And just hearing from head coach Justin Wilcox about you and quarterback Fernando Mendoza about the competition you guys have, how are you preparing for that? Mentally and physically.
Mentally, just continue to watch film. Always drawing up plays. Just making sure that I'm prepared mentally, so when I go out there and practice, I perform at a high level, and just worry about myself and worry about what I need to do. I played a lot of football, so I know the ebbs and flows. I know the game. I know when things are going to happen, and just having that understanding and maturity, it really helps me a long way in games and in practice as well. And physically, just maintaining my weight, continue to get faster, continue to get stronger arm, working on my body. Your body is how you make your money. As long as you're available, your coach is always going to play you. Work always maintaining my strength. I'm not the biggest guy, so I know that I have to be strong. I'm not no 6'6" guy. I'm not, and I don't have a problem with it either because you got to catch me. But just making sure I'm prepared every way possible. Just worried about what I need to do to take care of business.
And what's that relationship like with Fernando Mendoza? I know you guys both want to play. You both have your eyes set on, starting for this team. What's that relationship like?
It's positive. It's never been negative at all. No negative comments. We support each other. throughout. We also, if we see something in practice or meetings, we'll talk about it. Just we're just trying to help each other get better.
And with Cal's new offensive coordinator, Mike Bloch, he was at North Texas previously before Cal. Did you have a relationship with him before he came over here and before you came over here?
Yes. He was trying to recruit me to get to North Texas before he went to Cal. So
Okay.
like him being the coordinator, it made it even easier to come.
And could you talk about his system a little bit and how that plays to your strengths?
With his system, being able to establish the run up front and taking shots, whether it's off the play action, different route combinations from the outside or in the slots. I mean, we're going to attack the field horizontally and vertically. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter what he calls. It's going to be very effective for us. And with my play style, I've already shown that I'm a great passer, that I can throw the deep ball, that I can throw a quick game, that I can really throw any route in the book. And then you add my running ability, it just opens everything up.
Have you been liking what you've been seeing so far from, the spring practices and, just watching film and things like that?
Yes. I really enjoyed playing with these guys. They're fun to be around. A lot of fun to play with, and just going into camp. I'm much more comfortable with the personnel around me, and I know what they can do. And it's just fine tuning the things that we need to work on in order to make us a great offense.
Do you have a favorite play that you like to run already?
Any version of White Cross. Any version.
What coverages, do you like to attack when you get out there on the field? If you see a certain coverage, are you like, okay, I've got this. I know exactly how to beat this.
Quarters, safeties trigger off of number 2, so you can hollow the safety. Another one that I've seen a lot since high school was the 3 double cloud with the middle safety, like the robber look. At the end of the day, it's still covered 3, so the seam's going to be open. You got the bit between the linebackers and the flats as well. So those are 2 really coverages that I really know how to attack very well.
Cool. And now that Cal is joining the ACC, I've been watching them for a long time. Playing in the Pac-10, Pac-12. What are your thoughts on joining the ACC? There's going to be There's going to be some tough teams on that schedule.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us to showcase who we are as a team. This also will help build the brand for California football as well. We're not scared to play against great teams. Cal has always played against great teams: USC, Washington, Oregon, UCLA at times. Just to name a few. So, I mean, it's really not anything new to play against great competition. It's just welcoming new teams and just building our brand and showcasing who we are to the whole on a national stage, because Pac-12 after dark is tough. Not being in the spotlight like that. So being the ACC, it really gives us a chance to be in the spotlight every game.
And are you guys worried about the, all the flight travel? People in the media have been talking about how you guys are going to fly, more than most colleges. How are you guys preparing for that?
I mean, it's already been a plan in place before I was even here.
Yeah.
It's not the first time Cal has played in different time zones, so it's just leave a day earlier, like Coach said, and give a lot of food, a lot of Gatorade and water, and at the end of the day, it's football. So just go out there.
Yeah. Is there a certain game on the schedule that you're looking forward to the most?
I'm just ready to get the first one rolling, but another one I'm definitely looking forward to is Miami.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a great
That'll
game.
be fun. It'll be fun to watch you guys go to Florida State too. That'll be just fun as a fan watching you guys do that.
Oh yeah, that's coast to coast for real.
Yeah, no kidding. What are your thoughts on the new jerseys? They look really clean. What are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, I really enjoy the new jerseys. My favorite one is the all blue. It reminds me like the color rush look the NFL does.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to wearing that one. They feel great, and they look really good.
Yeah, no, they look awesome. Is there like a certain player on the team that you're looking forward to watching the most this season?
Definitely want to see what Jaden does in game. I've seen it from the opposite sideline, but just being next to him, I want to see that. I definitely want to see Mikey Matthews, definitely a slot receiver. He played as a true freshman at Utah, but Utah really doesn't throw the ball like that. So him being in this offense, he can really explode. On the defensive side of the ball, Miles Williams at safety and Marcus Harris at corner. Those are two really hardworking guys that I've really grown close to at my time at Cal. So I'm looking forward to watching them play.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. Have you been playing NCAA?
Yes, I have.
What's it like? What's it like playing as yourself in a video game? I've always wanted to, know what that feels like.
It's one of the coolest things in the world. Like it's surreal. It's like that's me knowing that, and then go crazy in the game. You're like, yeah, I'm cold.
Yeah, no, it's been an awesome video game. I'm glad it's finally back. I was still playing, the older one for the longest time, so it feels good to have it back. And I used to own the one with the Sean Jackson on the cover, so that one was my personal favorite. That was cool. Put Cal on the map like that. Yeah. So, what are some goals you have for yourself this season?
It's one goal that I would definitely want to accomplish as a passer is throw for 4,000 yards. And the next one would be, putting myself in a position to hear my name called when it comes to draft time, and as well as just winning a championship with my team.
Yeah, definitely. Is there a certain player that you model your game after?
The one I really watch right now is Lamar, and another one would be Kyler. I've been watching Kyler since he was in high school because I'm a Texas guy, but those two I definitely try to take from their game because they play at a high level.
Yeah, no, Kyler and Lamar are both awesome players. I'm an Oakland A's fan. I thought Kyler was going to be playing baseball for us at first, but no, he's been awesome to watch out there on the football field. He's an outstanding player.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have like any other interest in other sports?
Another sport I like watching, definitely basketball.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching basketball just because I played it, and then it's just really fun. If you can see LeBron dunk on somebody, when he retires, he's going to be the GOAT. I don't think that'll be up for discussion anymore. Another would be track. Because, if you see somebody running really fast, it's like, but I also enjoy watching baseball. Baseball is a calm sport. It's very relaxing to me. I also miss playing it.
Yeah, definitely. Have you been watching the Olympics? Did you watch the basketball game today?
Yes, I did. And Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant went crazy. Is there any other events you like to watch specifically in the Olympics?
The thing I look forward to is track and field. Especially having like a former classmate of mine that I know since second grade, Jasmine Morris, she's competing in the jumping events. So, Curry Richardson, just looking forward to seeing a lot of speed on that track.
Yeah. Who's the fastest player at Cal right now?
Right now, I give that to Marcus Harris.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
He's quick and fast.
Yeah. Do you ever just throw the ball to someone and they catch it and you're like, how the heck is that guy so fast?
Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey Matthew, like his acceleration, the way he's able to track the football, it's crazy. Like, it's just like he gets there, he just turns into another.
Yeah, definitely. Cal's got such a rich history. Have you been, watching any of their older games, anything like that, watching like Rogers or Goff or, even like the Deshaun Jackson year when they got to like number 2 in the country? Have you gone back in time and watched any of those games?
Yeah, I watched a couple of them. From Beast Mode when he took the card, that was hilarious. That's probably like the most famous one.
Yeah.
To me, watching Aaron Rodgers. I've been a big Aaron Rodgers fan, so I've always watched him. Keenan Allen, Deshaun Jackson, Nnamdi Asomugha. Yeah. I didn't know he went to Cal until I saw his jersey up in the facility. I was like,
yeah,
he went here. I was like, yeah. He was a great player.
Yeah, no, there's some great players that have come through the university. But before I let you go here, I just wanted to give you some time here. Is there like any message that you want to give to Cal fans this season, or anything you want to say?
Cal fans, I'm really great and grateful to be here. I'm happy to be here, and I'm really looking forward to having a great season, pursuing a championship. Go
All right,
Bears.
awesome. All right, well, thank you, Chandler. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this. So, yeah, we'll end it on that. It's I've had fun doing this, and hopefully we can connect down the road in the future.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries, and great luck on the season, or good luck. Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Chandler.
All right.